That's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the Rose Bowl, home to the UCLA Bruins. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Oregon Ducks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the UCLA Bruins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Ducks offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
This new Big Ten is balanced and deep, and you're not going to get many mulligans. You're going to need to get off to a quick start.
And it's going to be a physical grind ahead. You look at the schedule for these teams, it's brutal. Each and every week, you're going to get tested. So it's important they get off to a really fast start. They've got to come out, pick everything they did on the practice field this offseason, and let these guys go play.
Yeah, and you got to let it rip, man, because that's always your first goal, right? We talk about conference championships, winning your conference, and then it gets you to where you need to go. So looking forward to getting conference play kicked off in the Big Ten.
The Ducks have this offense rolling.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy passing catch.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
The give on the inside. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep them out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force them either to kick a field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hard running there. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Ducks!
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had 1 extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So UCLA's offense will have its first possession of the game. And they are coming off a sensational performance led by this quarterback who's hoping he can build on things, Jesse.
Well, I know, having played the position, when you have a big game, you just can't wait to get back out there again and build on that performance. David, last time out, he was making the right reads. He showed off his arm talent. He had this offense moving up and down the field and finding the end zone. And you know he's excited to take on this defense today.
Yeah, and talking to the defensive coordinators coming into this football game, like, they're not going to do what happened last week. Like, you can't sit back and make the coverages easy for him to diagnose. He'll pick you apart like he did last week. Look for some change-ups and some curveballs for this defense.
He'll do it himself. Oh, he's got some space. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
This is an offense that can move the sticks in a whole lot of different ways. Now you're seeing it on the option here. Great job by the quarterback. Reading the defense, there's nobody there taking him, so he puts his foot in the ground, he gets upfield, and he's got really nice elusiveness once he's out in the open field. He shows you that on that explosive play, picking up the first.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Oh, better look out! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
Now the play fake. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
The coaches talked about gotta get to the quarterback, gotta ruffle his feathers a little bit. How about this first drive, man? They've already sacked him twice. This will pay dividends throughout a football game.
Thought they had something set up there, but he'll be stopped just short, and it'll be fourth down. They'll try to salvage a field goal on this drive. And he's going to have to get into this football. This is a 53-yard attempt. And it's no good. He missed it. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had a much better field position this time around. They'll leave it with him. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got his man on the right. And he was just showing off all of the slick moves before the defense finally got him on the ground. And the Ducks come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll try to bully their way for the first. And the defense is swarming to keep it from getting to the first down. This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
4th and 1, I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Fakes to grab. There he goes. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them coming.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And, man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. To the ground, he's got it again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle. It's Stoneburner. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. The Bruins are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on third. He lobs one high down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Catches it cleanly at the 20. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive was a punch in the gut, throwing the pick in the red zone, Jesse.
Yeah, it just seemed like there was some miscommunication down there in the red zone. David, this drive, the QB and receivers just have to do a better job being on the same page.
Yeah, and I think you pull the positives, right? We moved the football down the field. We had a chance to score, but we can't let those opportunities slip between our hands. Let's go get some points.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll go right back to the run. Breaks into the open. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
He really shows you his skills on that last run. And I feel like today, if you're a running back at Oregon, you are expected to be explosive. You're not going to be a guy that goes in between the tackles and gains 3 yards, and that's okay. I feel like now today, because of all the great running backs they have had here recently, if you get into the second level, you're expected to go to the house. This guy has that kind of skill.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Acho. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this, this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field, what a big gain for the offense.
He caught it. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The Ducks just got that huge run. They'd love another explosive play. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
2nd and 10 here. They'll try the run. Turning it on. That's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They bring him down, but not only does he fumble, he gets the first down. The coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. And the Ducks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Trying to slam in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Go straight ahead. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oregon!
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes. Continue to feed this man the ball.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27.
Really nice looking pass. When I think back to the history of UCLA quarterbacks, I think about guys carving up defenses in the Rose Bowl in perfect weather conditions with the gorgeous San Gabriel Mountains as a backdrop. And this guy right here, man, he's lighting defenses up this season, throwing it too. And in this game, he seems like he's dialed in.
Looking to throw on 1st down. The quick out. They mark him out of bounds at the 42, and they're on the move.
Yeah, listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
On the move. Sweet cut there.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Bruins can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. The give to the back. At the 20, he's got space. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They'll run it from the gun. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Kentucky needs to pick up the pace, but this puppy is far from over. And with this crowd there in Lexington behind them, I'm kind of banking on a comeback. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Out of the gun, the inside give. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
2nd and short equals bow up, be physical, move a hole, get a gap, let my back fall forward. That back had nowhere to run, no push up front. Got to be more physical, Jesse, on those 2nd down and short situations.
So for that point, David, I think you got to stick with it if you're on offense as a staff. Challenge your guys to get some push up front. You've recruited this position really well. You need these guys to move some bodies because you've got a talented guy in the backfield that can hurt this defense if you just give him a crease.
Motion from the back. After the run, now to throw. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to throw. Time running short in the half. Completes it in the middle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. The Ducks come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Shoots it to the left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. And the 4th option there is to throw it in reverse, and that's what happened on that one. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Pasadena. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at the Rose Bowl.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Ducks will kick it away to start the 2nd half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Here comes the offense on first down. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the big fella. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Caught in the backfield. It's in goal. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Grabbed behind the line. It's in goal. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. 6th play of the drive coming up. Wants to throw it. The sure hands. It's Marshall. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Bruins are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Caught near the sticks. It's in goal. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw on first down. And the diving catch down the right side. And the Ducks want to move quickly.
You know, it's too bad that wasn't a bomb down the field, because if it was, that would have been a highlight that everybody would have seen. Because that goes for very minimal yardage, no one will see it unless you were here live watching. But what a great catch.
Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. On the option. He'll toss it. Picks up the first down. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. The Ducks are flying down the field. They'll give it to him again. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Pocket breaking down. Oh, he's got a chance. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. The give to the tailback. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. Big 3rd down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
Don't even think about sending the special teams out on 4th down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't work it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. The give out of the gun. And he knocked him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. At the 35, he's open. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
To the air on 1st down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the 3rd quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping the run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on.
Oh, he's got some space. Gets him down at the 30 after a 15-yard pickup. They are threatening, and they have a 1st down. The Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Got a man. It's Grady. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. And that is a tough assignment for a defense to cover a back man-to-man who can get downfield like that.
Especially when he can run routes the way he does, Reese. I'm really impressed watching this running back with how he's able to cut and how he doesn't telegraph where he's going. He is a weapon catching the ball out of the backfield.
And the Bruins come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. And the defense carries the day. They win at the line of scrimmage, and they stuff him on 3rd and inches. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the 3rd. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. And he's brought down, but the defender got a face full of stiff arm before he picked up that first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bruins back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Got it behind the line. It's Marshall. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
A shot toward the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside, towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
But with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. He finds a dead spot in the middle. There he goes. And he's brought down after a huge completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Defense holds their ground, pickup of a yard. It's at the 26. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Fires to the right. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. They're close enough for a makeable field goal from the 26, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and long. Handoff from the gun. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Kentucky is in trouble right now, and unless something drastic changes, we're looking at Wildcat on the menu tonight in Lexington. They're trailing by 24 to Georgia. Implications galore inside the SEC, and we'll circle back if anything big should happen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Got the back over the middle. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. The play action fake. Throws to the tight end. On target to the left. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. The Bruins will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Here's the pressure. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
He put it out there for him, and this senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
They just keep firing. Get it out on the screen. He's got room. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. And the Bruins are moving quickly down the field.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
My job is to make sure that ball comes loose, and I got to go through that guy, use my shoulder pad, drive my feet, really, really be physical, because if he bobbles it at all, or as soon as his hand gets to the ball, you can tell the difference when that body jerks forward and that ball starts to come loose and pop out.
Third down has been right in the wheelhouse on this drive. They've already converted a couple of times, but they need the full 10 yards now. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Grady. He works his way inside the 40, but they stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down from the 38. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, they block it!
And that's huge, not getting that field goal there, because if they made it, this would just be a one-possession game, and they'd be feeling a lot better about themselves right here in the second half. Obviously, still time to go. Game's not over, but the sense of urgency now has gone way up.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Now on the option. Now the toss. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
And that's an interesting call by this offense, man. Like they go with the run, try to maybe catch him off guard, pick up a few yards, but now decision time. Fourth and medium. Does this offense want to now be aggressive and make sure they go for it?
Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Slithers into space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. The Bruins are in the hurry-up.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Looking to throw on first down. And the throw out to the sideline, good for just a few yards. Behind the chains now on second and long. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Grab near the marker is Marshall. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Wants to go up top on first down. It's caught. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. And the Bruins have it with a 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. It's amazing how play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you are.
Takes it from the gun on 3rd down. Fires into the end zone. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
Well, the offense did their part. You're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They got one of the touchdowns they needed, and they'll try to get the ball back right now with the onside kick. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level, though.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this ball game's over. And that's your sole objective. Not scoring, take care of the football, get a few first downs, walk out with the W.
You want to talk about building confidence? How many